Lada nag-own ng picture na ito. Ikaw lang tatay na. Ay, pinakit kami tapos wala na. Sir,
welcome and good evening to the graduation ceremony of the 62nd UP National Writers Workshop. My name is Joey Bagunawa, and before we commence with tonight's ceremonies, I would have to first acknowledge the presence of our panelists. Our fellows, and of course, everyone tuned in to the live stream. I believe that it was Friedrich Nietzsche who once said that no man wants to owe anything to one's contemporaries. And over the course of 7 days, 1 week, I have seen very talented people continually refute that single statement. These people have made themselves vulnerable. They have exposed themselves to the scrutiny of other people. And they have taken that criticism and they have emerged on the other side, stronger and more committed to improve on their own craft. And though soon we may part and write our separate ways, I hope they will remember everything that they've learned here today. So in the spirit of collaboration with which the National Writers Workshop was founded, the Institute of Creative Writing has prepared two pieces based on the work submitted by our fellows. In order to read them, I would like to call on the stage Mr. Tony Panagiton and P.B. Maranyas.
Hello. Everybody shall taste of death. The life of this world is only the enjoyment of deception. We fall asleep and wake up in paradise. All because we have fallen in love, which is now on its 62nd year running, longer than the overall survival of patients with advanced lymphoma. And inevitably, the strange taste would linger in the aftermath, as if to insist that dreams were not destined for quick extinction. I am a keeper of our truths, and our truths are thorns that tease those who trample on the people. and I will teach you to sharpen these thorns into swords. No matter who started the fight, the final result was always clear. My malnourished ego certainly needed some vitamins.
Kaya maglalaw lang ang persona ngayon. Tawag dito, konteksto lang paano na po ito. Randomly akong nag-copy at paste na parte ng inyong mga manuscript na pinagsama-sama ko sa araw ng bura. Sabi ni Sir Jun Cruz Reyes, araw-araw tayong binubura. Pero sa pagbuburang ito may nabubuo tayong bago, mga alaala. Dahil lumalaban tayo. At gusto ko lang i-credit kada linyang kinuhaan ko. So, Mistulang Langit ang mula ito kay Abi Pariente ng Menardi. Sige, next slide. Isang daigdig mula ito kay Lorenz Fonte sa kanyang uyayi sa mga patay ng buwan. Ng mga libro, mula ito kay Kenneth, Guda sa mga kwento sa bingit. Kay Iza Maria Reyes naman ay pinabukasan, punong-puno ng kulay. Mula sa kanyang babasagin, babasagin at iba pang kwentong pambata. Kaya makiisa, mula ito kay Crisostomo IV sa kanyang koleksyon ng dula na Bulaga. Sa bawat munting mundo, mula ito kay Rommel sa biyaya ng uwak, butong ng demonyo. At kung babasahin natin lahat, Mistulang Langit ang isang daigdig ng mga libro. Kinabukasan, punong-puno na ng kulay, kaya makiisa sa bawat munting mundo. Yun lang, salamat.
Thank you so much once again, BB and Tony. I would like to call upon the director of our workshop with whom, or without whom, none of this would have been possible. So please, join me in giving a warm round of applause to Rolando Tolentino.
We started a journey into words, language, and politics with a remembrance of some 15 writers who have passed away during the 3 years of the COVID-19 pandemic. We affirmed our commitment to continue on with the power of words to name the world and to create alternative worlds. We journeyed into everyone's worlds and words. Natungayan natin ang pagbulaga tungo sa pagkamulat ng panulat ni BJ Crisostomo, ng paggalugad ng mga alternatibong naratibo sa bagong periodismo ni Kenneth Guda, ng pagmapa ng katutubong apekto sa labas ng kolonyal na kaayusan ni Meme Bonus, parang close na, ng paglalata ng ebanghelyo ng apokaliptong apoy at na rejuvenation ng pagbuo ni Fonte, ng pagbibigay hubog at substansya ng unang pagdanas ng regla at kamulatang kababaihan ni Abi Pariente, at ng babasagin at babasagin sa children's literature ni Iza Reyes. We were in praise of the love letters to his healthcare and fencer of Wilfredo Liangco, wondered and found inspiration and stories of Tobias-Papa, speculative writing as relief from reality of Vida Cruz-Borja, of forgetfulness and remembrance in Likhaan in Maui, Nuñez, of labels tagged and owned in Cape Torralba, and contradictions of history and fiction in Dominic Sy. The workshop's strength is defined by the quality of the fellows that have gone through its portals. Such strength will only have been realized with the keen support, talent, and generosity of the panelists who year in and year out have sustained the UP workshop spirit and character. Our deep gratitude to our advisors, national artists Jimmy, Jane, Butch, and June, most of whom have headed the workshop and the Institute, to its current director, Joey, and associate director, Luna, and to my fellow panelists, Charlson, Neil, Eugene, Vlad, and Vim. Paulit-ulit man itong trip to Quiapo or Baguio, sulit naman ang nagiging, at magiging biyahe dahil parati kayong kasama sa pagpupunyagin ito para sa workshop. This workshop will not have been possible without the creative and critical energies of the staff, who in their behind-the-scene undertaking of tasks have made our workshop life convenient and efficient, and who have broken path with our online writers and audiences in the most massive ways this round. Maraming salamat. Maraming salamat kina C, Tony, PB, at Philip, sa SOC team ni na PB, Dominic at Carlo. Maraming salamat din sa old reliables, Ronnie, Karen, Arlene, Manolette, and Denise. Perhaps we can still draw from Bienvenido Lumbera's remarks when he received the Romulo P Award in 1993, some 40 years after he realized the need to research and write about Philippine literature. The award, and this is a quote, affirms a principle tenet of nationalist literary studies, the centrality of the vast body of native language literature in the Filipino literary canon. He adds, kung may nakamtang mga tagumpay ang kilusang makabayan ng dekada 70 at 60, ito sa palagay ko ang pinakapangmatagalan. Ipagdiwang natin ang pagkaahon ng panitigang Pilipino sa kumunoy ng kolonyo-kolonyal na edukasyon. In this time of our new reality, reliant and triumphant on fake news, disinformation, and trolling, and the traffic of historical amnesia and revisionism, we continue to strive for our people's memory, for truth, for freedoms. Magsulat, lumika, magmundo, makibaka, huwag katakot.
Our next speaker is a woman of good humor and even sharper wit. Please give it up for the inimitable Miss Jing Hidalgo.
I get so thrilled at being described as inimitable. Hindi ko tuloy mahanap ang mic. Good evening. The first time I was invited to be part of the teaching panel of this workshop was in 1992, and it was a proud moment in my life. The workshops then were still held in Diliman, actually in the freshman dorm, which Dalisay was my workshop director. Oreo Solito, who was here a few days ago, was one of the writing fellows of that particular batch. When I became an associate of the center, we were called associates then, the workshop had been moved to Baguio, and it has been held here ever since, except for 1 year when we held it in Los Baños. Later, our title was changed to Resident Fellow, and the CWC became the UP Institute of Creative Writing. Butch and our two living national artists, Gemino Abad and Virgilio Almario, who was unable to join us this year, and I are no longer resident fellows. Being professors emeriti, in other words, ancient, we are members of the advisory board. Sometimes we wonder why we keep on doing this, serving as panelists on this workshop year after year, sometimes in hotels without elevators. The answer, first of all, is I think that as the ICW's flagship program, it embodies what we see as our primary mission, which is to work toward the continuous development of a strong and vital national literature. I think I speak for all of my colleagues when I say that we see our role as including being able to ensure that when we move on, we do so knowing that the new generations of writers have taken over this task and that they will hold the course. And secondly, I think we do this because we enjoy it. It re-energizes us, it inspires us. It is a unique privilege to be able to be the first to see what exciting new paths our young writers are taking. Particularly, they are doing so with confidence and clarity. But even when their steps are still hesitant and fumbling, They represent a promise of fascinating things to come. We thank you, our fellows, for trusting us with your work. We are aware that when you offer us your literary works, you do so with trepidation. Perhaps for some of you, even with dread. And that you wish to say to us what Yeats once said, "Walk lightly, for you tread on my dreams." And we hope that we have not betrayed that trust. Several times during the past week, we have mentioned that, like you, we are all just writers struggling to become better at what we do. We do not pretend to know exactly what would take the works which are submitted to us by the writing fellows to a higher level. We can only make suggestions based on our own experience as writers and as teachers of writing. If these suggestions prove useful to you, we are content. We hope that the new friendships you have forged here will grow steady and strong as you move forward in your respective careers. In other words, you are each other's support group. And we hope that you will also regard us, your teaching panel, as no longer your mentors, but also your friends. Congratulations on having successfully completed this National Writers Workshop, Batch 2023. Hopefully it has been for you both enlightening and entertaining. And as you return to your regular lives, we say to you, be safe, be well, be great.
Our next speaker does not need an introduction as much as he deserves the praise. The comments and contributions that he made to this workshop were both insightful while remaining tactful. Please welcome Sir Vlad Gonzales.
Hello. Sa workshop fellow na hindi ko na makakausap kahit kailan. Gusto kong sabihin, hiling ko na maabot natin ang best case scenario. Ang maging BFFs, makasalubong sa kung saan at magkakamustahan, maging bahagi ng buhay panulat at buhay pangkalahatan, magpakailanman. Ang worst case, sa iba't ibang sitwasyon at dahilan, baka umabot na lang tayo sa hi hello lamang. Worst case, baka wala na ang inigan. Ano man ang posibilidad, sana hindi ang worst case ang iyong matandaan. Huwag din sana ang sorpresa na hindi gumagana elevator. Times 2. Huwag ang mga literal at metaphorical na alkapresyon. Hindi sana mga inilit na wala sa hulog o mga sundot na hindi pa o hindi naangkop sa panahon. Sinasabi ko ito na may pagkilala na ang alaala ay alon. Minsan hatid ay ligaya, minsan itatangay ng mga hindi kainamang noon. Gusto kong isipin at sabihin nais ko makiramay at makiayon sa ganitong paraon at palito ng alaala at emosyon. At kung ano ang minimikli para sa sarili, ganon din ang hiling para sa iyo. Na sana, bawat kasunod na book launch ay pilahan at may humili, na lagi may mapangiti at maantig ang bawat world premiere, opening, collaboration, podcast, exhibit at gig. Na sana may magsabing, uy, natuwa, naiyak, natakot, nataranta, napaibig, napuot, nabigyang pag-asa sila ng iyong mga pagtanaw at pagsulat. Na sana'y makadalo tayo sa bawat gawain bunga nitong panulat at maging mabilis ang pagaling ng sakit sa mga oras na wala na tayong oras para dumalo, manood o makinig, pumalakpak. At sana, sa mga sandaling iniisip mong wala kang ambag, walang lugar o puwang, minsan, one day isang araw, 1 week isang linggo, pinapaalala natin sa bawat isang sa pamamagitan ng pagsusulat at mga salita, nagkaroon ng espasyo sa mga lugar na dati walang puwang. na may nakapasa ng iyong isip, na may kumilala na ikaw ay higit pa sa sapat. Sa gitna ng mga pakiramdam na ikaw ay laging may hinahanap na inanod na sandalyas o tsinelas. Sana matandaan mo, hindi man ako ang magsabi na may mga dahilan ka para magdiwang, ngunit tulad ng paulit-ulit ng napaglikha ng isang masayang larawan sa dalampasigan, kailangan mo ring manalig, kailangan mong lumangoy, gumaod, kailangan mong magsalita at lumaban. Sana sa gitna ng maraming alon ng pagpaparoon at pagpaparito, hindi man ako o kami ang magsabi, sana ay magwagi ang mga saglit na patid mong anuman ang mangyari pagkatapos nito, tayo ay bahagi na ng iisang mundo. Okay, nagsimula ako sa isang Korean scripture, gusto ko lang magsara sa isang, sana alam nyo kasi medyo Danish na document, wala akong time para i-translate ko, sana tama yung Danish po ng very rare document. Sana tama yung saling. Maybe he's right. Maybe there is something the matter with me. I just don't see how a world that makes such wonderful things could be bad. Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who has everything? Look at this trove, treasures untold. How many wonders can one cavern hold? Looking around here, you think, sure, she's got everything. Nakabanan. Panindigan ko, I've got gadgets in this most of plenty. I've got who's it and what's it's galore. You want to know, Bobs? I'm a 20. But who cares? No big deal. I want more. I wanna be where the people are. I wanna see them dancing, walking around those, what you call it? Oh, liver. O, kala nyo feet, ano? Incidentally, yung ducks pala, they get liver cancer. Sure ka. Flipping your fins, you don't get too far. Legs are required for jumping, dancing, strolling around, along down the, what's that word again? Street. Come on. Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun. Wondering if we wish I could be 60-second part of your world. Thank you.
Thank you, Sir Vlad. This is actually just perfect timing because our next part of the program is a musical number by a fellow I'm sure you all know very well by now. Please join me in welcoming Miss Kate Torralba.
Hello? Yes, I want to thank Loaf and May for helping me choose the song that I share with you today. And this is a tribute to Sir Ben Vera. And this is also special for me. I actually only heard this song 2 days ago, and the music is actually by my music mentor Ryan, kay Mr. Ryan. Thank you for your guidance in my performance. So I hope I do the song justice.
Thank you so much once again, Kate, for that remarkable performance. Everyone give her another round of applause. Finally, to offer his own words of wisdom for our latest batch of fellows, may I call upon the stage National for Artists for Literature, Sir Gemino Abad.
I have always enjoyed the fellowship of writers, and I could see it, although I am hard of hearing. I was very I felt very good witnessing the fellowship of the fellows. Yeah, I really like that very much. Yeah. Now, what do I have to contribute to this? Well, I have about 3 minutes or so. Yeah. What I want to concentrate on is the theme of the workshop, writing the world. And that's what I want to concentrate on. What is the diwa, or the soul of the spirit of that little phrase, writing the world? That's all I want to, it's my own interpretation. No? Okay. I'm very poor in Tagalog, no? But that's why I have an interpreter behind me all the time, si Howie. So he can give me the gist, at least, of what I could not quite hear. No? I'm very grateful to Howie. No? No. Okay. There is this Tagalog word for literature, Likhaan. No? Likha, from Likha. Well, Likha, to create, to make, to invent. Yeah? That's this, they mean the same thing. No? Okay. When we write fiction, poetry, drama, creative non-fiction, we create a world. We create a world, with words and words. We create a world, a reality. In one of your works, Kafka's world, Kafka's world, Kafka's reality. That's what it was all about. No? Okay. So, the literary work, whether serious or comic, so it can be comic. No? Short or long, no? So what? No? Serious or comic, short or long. The important thing is, it is work. Literary work. It is work of language. This is the important thing. It is work of language to make real what has been imagined well by the writer. What did you make real? A word, a reality. What you had to imagine it well. And that is, and therefore, because it has been imagined well, it would have diwa. That's all, guys. That's all that I want to say.
Thank you very much, Sir Jim. Well, you guys have spent Monday through Friday hearing everything our panelists could offer. I think it is the fellows' turn to be heard. So, in keeping with the tradition of the UP National Writers Workshop, I would like to call upon all of our fellows to deliver their special performance.
sa
62nd UP National Writers Workshop sa Baguio.
Are you finally proud of me?
Ha? Ano ba yan? Mapapakain ka ba niyan?
"12 writers, 12 voices, 12 worlds, and endless possibilities."
Di ko makatahang, minag-aatang, minirika ang mundo.
Likhaan ang butong mas mabuti sa bata.
Isa sa tula, pinaing ng asa.
Pag-ilupot pinagsugat sa tamang hikaya.
Isang talagang
May nagbabagang araw sa aming liglig. Inabantay ang aming bawat pag-ibig.
Ang aming tuwid, kaming sumisiklam sa kalawakan, at ang aming mga pangulat, ang aming kapangyarihan.
isang talagang ay lumiwanag ang mundo.
Nais namin pasalamatan ang aming mga gabay sa kalitikan. Charlson Ong, Vladimeir Gonzales,
Dalisay Jr.
Eugene Abad.
Ramon Guillermo,
Baquiran,
Jun Cruz Reyes,
Gerald Burns,
Iza Maria Reyes,
Ridgewood, lahat ng manunood at ang mga dito. Paulit-ulit, isang mundong masalamat.
Ang mundo.
Writers Workshop sa Baguio.
maganda pero
This it, this entire time. Oh. This entire time, I thought the 60 second was part of your performance. It's not. It's just an inside joke, and I think that's brilliant. There's something to be said about how well these individual artists' voices blend together. So in order to deliver their own messages on behalf of this year's batch, may I call upon Iza Reyes and Wilfredo Liangco.
The very shy Iza Maria Reyes. Okay. Ayan. Karangalan para sa aming lahat na mapili bilang fellow ng 60 Second UP National Writers Workshop sa Baguio. Ayan. Nabanggit na rin kanina ang umaga na tila muling pagkabuhay ang dulot ng linggong ito sa bawat isa sa amin dahil sa pagkakataong makausap tungkol sa paglikha at panitikan ang iba-ibang mga individual, mapag-usapan kung ano, bakit at paano tayo nagsusulat. Nagpapasalamat kami dahil naranasan namin tanggapin at suportahan ng walang panghuhusga ang aming mga poetika at proyekto at hindi lang yun kung hindi kami rin bilang mga tao. Bukod sa mga kwento, dula, nobela, tula at sanaysay na binasa, sinuri at binigyan ng pagkakataon at panahon na matalakay, dama namin na nabigyang espasyo rin ang aming mga buhay, ang mga hamon sa pagiging manunulat sa panahong may mga pagbubura at pagbabago ng mga katotohanan. Pinakinggan natin ang isa't isa, naglatag ng mga kawangis at kaibang mga karanasan na naging daan upang mas maunawaan natin hindi lamang ang panitikan, kung hindi ang ating mga sarili na rin. Sa palihang ito, nabigyan kami ng panibagong motibasyon na magpatuloy pa at magpatuloy lang dahil kailangan natin bigyang diin ang mga naratibong binibitbit ang katotohanan at kailangan natin itong gawin sa pinakamahusay na paraan na kaya natin. Noong ikalawang araw pa lang namin, naalala kong nagkaroon kami ng pag-uusap tungkol sa kahalagahan ng community care o pagkakaroon ng mga taong alam mong hindi ka lang susuportahan at aalalayan kung hindi gagabayan ka sa pag-ahon at pag-unlad. Sa akin, ito ang isa sa mga pinakamakabuluhang dulot ng palihang ito na nakabuo muli ng panibagong komunidad ng Kalinga na may kamalayan sa pagiging mahalagang bahagi ng sining at panitikan sa pag-aalaga ng sarili at ng kapwa. Nabanggit na rin kanina kung paano napaka-natural sa atin na lumapit, gumabay at tumulong sa isa't isa sa iba-ibang mga paraan. Sa panelists, ICW staff at sa mga kapwa ko fellow, maraming salamat sa pagiging mapagkalingang komunidad. Kahapon pa kami nag-usap na nalulungkot na kaming matatapos na ito at na mamimiss namin ang isa't isa. Pero bitbit namin ang pag-asang nakahanap kami ng mga panghabang buhay na kaibigan, isang komunidad na susuporta, kakalinga, magsusulat para manaig ang katotohanan, ang mga naratibong hindi dapat na mabago at mabura. Muli, mula sa aming fellows, isang mundong pasasalamat po.
So, a physician who will do anything for an ECG machine in Palawan, a mother who cooked 1 week's worth of adobo, therefore the kid had 8 adobo 21 times that. A child prodigy who had his first book when he was in his teens, a journalist who has seen the worst that man can do, a doctor who wants to forget drama, a purple-haired teacher from a progressive school, a protest playwright, a multi-talented fashion designer, musician, a science fiction writer who can tell the past, the present, and the future, an assistant professor who writes footnotes with a little bit of main text, the long-lost niece of Jun Cruz Reyes, a teacher from Baguio City who fights for women's rights. My friends, I am not describing you. These are the characters of the new book I will be writing. It will be a novel. It will be a murder mystery. I haven't quite figured out yet who the killer is or who the victim will be or the method of murder. Maybe I'll get lazy and I'll just kill everyone by exhaustion from climbing 6 flights of stairs. So So at least that's the plan. I'm planning to write my novel. I feel so deep. I feel so accomplished already. That is if I ever develop the stamina to write a novel, having the tendency to bore myself after writing 1,000 words. But I am very thankful for the opportunity to explore that option, thanks to the exposure to different literary forms in this workshop. The same way that I am now toying with the idea to try my hand at children's literature. Although I can already imagine letters of disgust from parents. For the past 2 decades, I have pigeonholed myself. I know 1 or 2 genre, and I never realized there were things I never thought I would enjoy. More than anything, I am thankful that I have broadened my horizons. So writing for most of us is a solitary process. It can be very intense, a very lonely process. No? But because of events like this, we are able to feel a sense of community. I found it so thrilling that during coffee breaks, people are actually talking about intertext, gravitas, deconstruction. I didn't understand what was going on most of the time, but I was so into it. It was so smart. We will leave this place thankful and fulfilled, but with a bit of sadness, of course, and a sense of mission. Whether that mission is to just to entertain, or to change the planet. I think it is time. So that's actually the end of the speech, but before we end, Ralph and I would like to clear the air once and for all, Ralph. We have to do this. Because we've been telling everyone, sorry Sir Vin, you were the first victim, that I delivered Ralph as a baby. So initially we just told everyone that I was his professor in med school. And then it got weirder and weirder, and the last time I saw him was this small and eventually, that I did Mrs. Fonte's ultrasound. And so Ralph in the monitors of Hebrews. You want to live? You want to live? You want to get aborted? And then I heard Ralph communicate that he wants to live and perform poetry. So, had I been you, hindi ka mananalo ng poetry na.
Thank you, Dr.
Yes. I would like to admit then that none of that is true, because the truth is that we are just friends. So thank you everyone.
Thank you so much to our fellows. Literature, the reason why all of us are here. And for our fellows especially, our young and upcoming writers, memory, the past week, the friends made, the things learned. Truth, what all of our fellows will do now once they exit this workshop and write. And so, in order to celebrate that, I would like to direct your attention to our screen up here for a special video presentation.
So your future is bright.
Well, the time's finally arrived. Are you guys ready to graduate? Yeah? Alright, so can I call upon Sir Jimmy, Sir RT, Ma'am Luna, and Sir Joey to help our graduates with their, I suppose, awarding of certificates. As I announce, each panelist, may you accompany your fellow to our lovely, I suppose, standards of literature over there. Mentored by Jun Cruz Reyes, fellow Rommel bonus. Mentored by Vladimeir Gonzales, fellow Crisostomo IV. Mentored by J. Garcia, fellow Vida Cruz-Borja. Mentored by Romulo Baquiran Jr., fellow Ralph Fonte. Mentored by Villadera, fellow Kenneth Guda. Mentored by Cristina Pantoja Hidalgo, fellow Wilfredo Liangco. Mentored by Ramon Guillermo, fellow Ana Margarita Nuñez. Mentored by Luna C. Catleto, fellow Abi Pariente. Mentored by Mentored by Eugene Evasco, fellow Iza Maria Reyes. Mentored by Charlson Ong, fellow Dominic Sy. Mentored by Gerald Burns, fellow May Tobias-Papa. Mentored by Jose Dalisay Jr., fellow Kate Torralba. To our fellows and panelists, congratulations. Can we call upon all the fellows and panelists to the center of the stage for a quick picture taking?
Alam namin Makati yan, pero photo. Mga medyo hindi yung tatangka.
Tulong ko lang kung konti yung seats.
Hindi pwede.
Para walang cheese. Okay. Walang cheese. May cheese. Hindi ko meron ko kung kaya kaya lang naman. Para even po tayo. Okay, first for dito. Alright, nice. 1, 2, 3. Okay, isa pa. Waki. 1, 2, 3. Cover mention. 1, 2, 3. With that, hey, 1, 2, 3, hey. Let's go. Sige. Okay.
Bibi, join us.
Yeah.
to offer closing remarks and inform us of the new director for the 63rd and upcoming workshop. Announcement to perform or to inform you who will be the next director para nakikita nyo na of the 63rd UP National Writers Workshop. I wonder who it could be.
Volume please. Louder. Thank you.
Please pass on the torch to the director of the workshop to Neil Garcia.
The 63rd edition of the workshop will be probably in Baguio, but also probably somewhere else. It will be bigger and better and brighter, moving from strength to strength. Thanks to the support of the admin UP, our college, our two letters, and of course the tech team and the staff of the UP ICW and all the fellows. So congratulations to batch 62 and here's to batch 63. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
For closing remarks, may I call upon the director of the ICW, Sir Joey Baquiran.
Magandang gabi. Nung establish yung UP Creative Writing Center pa noon, 1978, susunod na taon na sa UP na ako, 79. And nakita ko na doon lalakad-lakad si Franz Arceliana, si Ma'am Amel Bonifacio, and later si Ma'am Jing and Sir Jimmy. No? So, hindi pa ako writer na pero nangarap ako. No? So, nag-apply. Tapos, natanggap ni Rogelio Sicat. Ano? And then yun, nag-apply din. At realize ko na ang workshop ay importante para ang pagsusulat kasi ay wala pa kasi ng creative writing ng 70s. At talagang lalapitan mo yung mga manunulat para magpa-mentor. Meron pang ilang kurso, pero hindi siya creative writing, literature siya. So, yun, at na-realize ko na ang workshop ay napaka-importante. Mahirap kasi matutong magsulat at ang mentoring na ginawa natin ngayon ay napaka-importante, pinakamabilis na paraan ng pagkatuto bukod dun sa sarili mong pagbabasa. Kailangan mo rin na magsasabi sa'yo kung ano yung dapat mong basahin, ang dapat gawin, mga tips at pagpapayo kung ano ang pagmumodelo, yung pasiguro, kung ano yung pagiging manunulat. At yun nga sa workshop ay nakita iyon bilang isang proseso lehitimo at kailangan talaga. Hindi mo kailangan pero pwede mong piliin upang mapabilis ang iyong pagkatuto. At yun nga ang ating ginawa sa nakaraang 7 araw, sa halos labis sa isang linggo. May mga nagsasabi na mayroong komentaryo na sabi ay hindi natuto yung matatanda sa prosesong ito, pero actually natuto naman. At yun nga, ito nga ating vision ng ICW, ang sabi ay isang frase lang naman, to develop Philippine literature. Ang napaka-abstract nun at tayo yung mga manifestasyon konkreto para sa pagsasagawa nito. Nung sumali ako dito noong 1987, na-meet ko si tatay ni Bomen, si Helasio, at pinayuhan kami na wag lamang magsulat para sa sarili, kundi para sa kapwa-tao sa bayan. Ano? At yun nga, narinig ko kanina yung isang salita na mula kay Ralph na ang pagsusulat ay isang kapangyarihan at ibinigay sa inyo yon at marami kayong magagawa tungkol dito at ang realidad o ang aktualidad, ang lipunan ay napakahirap baguhin at hopefully ang kapangyarihan ito na binigay sa inyong mga kamay na sa inyong kapangyarihan ay magamit ninyo upang maitanghal ang katotohanan, ang kagandahan, ang mga abstractong idea, pero nasa inyong kapangyarihan upang inyong baguhin at paunlarin. No? So, ang payo ko lang sa inyo ay humayo at magsulat. Magandang gabi.
Thank you once again, everyone, to our panelists, to our fellows, to the ICW staff, and also the staff of Ridgewood. Thank you for giving us such a meaningful experience. And with that, I would like to conclude the 60-second UB National Writers Workshop. Very much. Dinner is available for anyone who wants to eat. Grabe performance nyo. Congrats, guys.
Nagtaudan, di dagat nayanakan, buon iti pagbiyagan, gagat lingat di